Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Andy. I'm a self-taught software developer. In today's video, I'm going to answer the question, are there any junior developer positions available? Are they all drying out? Are they all gone? What's going on? There's this crazy hubbub right now going on in the interwebs and the forums and stuff. And people are saying there's no more junior developer jobs, that you should not even become a software developer in, what is it going to be, 2019, right? So before I get into that, just want to say I did make a video last week and been a little absent on my social media. I really apologize for that. I have been so busy. I'm doing a mentoring group. I have 14 people in my mentoring group, as well as I traveled to Vietnam at the beginning of September. I moved across the city of Chicago with my girlfriend. That was really stressful. And now my office is just getting set up, but I miss making videos. I have to get back into the groove. I love making videos. I'm so glad that everyone has been so positive. Other than that, I just wanted to also say that my announcement is coming out this week. I will announce it as soon as possible. I have it all going. I just kind of want to make a big announcement about it. Anyway, so let's talk a little bit about junior developers and if there are any junior developer positions anymore. So someone asked me a question in one of the comments, and they asked me to comment on an article that was talking about, and a video as well, that was talking about how there doesn't seem to be any more junior developer positions like there used to be, because I guess at one point in time there, the ability for someone to teach himself code or to come out of college, there was this abundance of junior developer positions. And the video I watched, I just watched a little bit of it. The gentleman claimed that there's a lot of valid reasons why there aren't a ton of junior developer positions out there. And so, look, it's really interesting, and I totally get that there probably is maybe some truth to this concept that there aren't a ton of junior developer positions out there, because honestly, for a company to hire someone on, it takes a lot of resources to train them in what they do. To have a junior developer come on and have to learn the ropes of programming, and to have to take resources away, and by resources I mean a software developer away from what they're doing to help someone out who's more junior, it's a pain in the ass. And not only that, it's just like it literally drains company of resources of software development talent. So I think that companies are definitely shying away from junior developers, but that's, to me, like what I've seen, those typically are bigger companies, are more what would you call, like your brick and mortar, or I don't know what you call it, like it's maybe more established companies, like the bigger companies. I never really, looking back on it, I never really thought I was going to get hired by a bigger company. I always sort of assumed that it was going to be like a smaller company that maybe was not finding the talent that they wanted to, and so maybe they'd be more willing to take a risk on me. Because when I did get hired at my first job, I was found by a recruiter who thought that maybe they had someone who would be interested in me and wanted to take a chance. Now, I don't know what that meant. I think, looking back on it, the company that hired me, they were probably open to a broader range of people than the higher up companies, like I'm just throwing names out there, like let's just say Google, right? Like Google is not really going to sit there and go, yeah, we could hire a junior developer, maybe develop them, but I think smaller companies are going to be more willing to do that. Anyway, so what does that mean for you? I thought a lot about this, and this is something I talk with some of my mentor students about. I understand that you have to prepare yourself for pretty much anything. Like day one of when you're going to go out there and start looking for a job, you have to be prepared to basically offer to mop the floors at whatever company you want to go work at for 6 months before you're even allowed to touch a computer. Like that has to be your mentality. I would just throw away expectations about looking for some junior developer role, because if someone is, I should say, if a company is, if they're posting job posts about a junior developer role, it's going to get flooded with people who just got out of boot camp, who taught themselves software development, yada yada, so on and so forth. Like there's an abundance of people going to boot camp right now, and it's intimidating. Like just me telling you this, like I've tried to be real with you guys. Like I don't want to ever sugarcoat that. Like no, you could be a self-taught software developer. It's easy. Like no, it's not. Like you have not only to get all the skills, but then you have to somehow get out there and show some company, go through the like go through all the noise out there and show some company that you're worth hiring based on your obviously your skills, but who you are, and that's really difficult. And there's no straightforward way to do it, right? Like there's no if there was a straightforward way to do it, I would tell you, and then everybody would go and do it. So one of the things that I try to do in my mentoring program is give people tips and strategies for getting through the HR layer, finding ways to sort of network to find people who they can meet, who could introduce them to someone who could hire them. Like you got to think outside the box. You cannot be one of those people who goes out in this job market as a junior developer, assuming you're a junior developer, who just goes, you know what, I'm going to look for a junior developer role. And there's going to be a lot out there, like expecting. It's kind of like people who go to school, expect to get a degree and expect to get like a 6-figure job. Like that ain't happening. That ain't happening. If it does, if that's your experience, awesome. You're like one of the very few people who are lucky enough to have had that happen. I was ready for literally, I would have waited years until I got my first job and I would have taken like no salary, would have done an internship or whatever, just for the opportunity to advance at a company. And I think that maybe it's sort of, I think maybe my recommendation at the end of the day is recalibrating your expectations. If you're thinking that you're just going to go out there and there's going to be all these junior developer roles out there and you're just going to pick from one, and if that one doesn't work out, you pick from another one. Like no, probably not. In fact, what you're probably going to end up doing is sending out your application to hundreds of companies. You should send your application out to places or to job posts that maybe you think you're a little bit below or not quite at yet, because at the end of the day, what's the downside, right? Like how are you going to get punished? Like what? I just don't understand what the problem with that is. I know a lot of people won't necessarily do that. So if you do that, you shotgun your resume out there, you shotgun yourself, you apply for positions a little bit higher than what you think you can get. You network with the people, you contact people on GitHub. If you see somebody's code that you like, contact them. Say, hey, can I meet, if they're in your city, can I buy you a beer? Can I pick your brain? Can I do your laundry? Like whatever weird thing you can think of to get in with people who are software developers, the better you will be. So notice the one thing I didn't say is that there's some like 10 steps that you can take to go become a junior developer. Like I'm just gonna be totally real with you that the odds are stacked against you, and the quicker you can realize that, the quicker you can realize that this ain't a cakewalk and that you're gonna have to do things that are go outside of the normal job hunting routine, the more likely you'll actually get a job. So I don't watch a ton of other YouTubers who are software developers. The stuff I've watched so far has been awesome. I love people who make content about software development, but I can imagine that there are probably people out there who say like, oh yeah, you can become a software developer, you can become a software developer. And while I'm optimistic that I think if you're passionate about technology and you really like coding that you can become a software developer, there's just no guarantees. Anyone who tells you a guarantee is lying to your face. I'd rather tell you the truth, that it's hard to prepare yourself for the long haul. And if you after that realize, if you realize after that you still want to do this, then you might be one of those people who can actually do it. So obviously I wish you all the best of luck. I hope you liked the video. What do you think? Go ahead and leave a comment below and let me know your thoughts. Other than that, please like the video if you happen to enjoy it. And don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon so you get notifications anytime I put out a new video. You guys, thank you so much for watching, and yeah, that's all I got for today. Have a good one, take care, and peace out.